So, how many of you in chat have watched Angel, the spin-off from Buffy the Vampire Slayer? No, X. Windshreek has. I think you watched it with me, didn't you? You haven't. Well, I recommend that you do so because it's fantastic. But one of my favorite scenes in that is in season 5 when Wesley goes into Angel's office, where he and Spike have been screaming at each other. And he's like, is this a conversation that we all need to be a part of? And then he finds out that they have been arguing about whether astronauts or cavemen would win in a fight. And Wes is like, you've been yelling about this for the past 5 hours. I haven't done Legions yet, but we failed Samara's because I cannot...
Judging by the suit's erratic readings, the Quarian is badly injured. I am also detecting multiple native life signs near your landing site.
We failed Samara's because I'm not very good at seducing video game characters, apparently. You gonna give it to the cavemen? We managed to escape the guest notice thanks to some clever work in silencing Cyanide's engines, but the strain in the old ship was too much. The best we can hope for is to find a friendly spot somewhere in the shield system. Our reports show that it isn't exactly extremely likely. We were nervous scouting this close to the Perseus Veil, and we were right to be. At this point, I'm afraid we might never see the fleet again. With everything the Cyanide has been through, it seems like an ignoble end. The landing was rough, but we managed to salvage from the wreckage the things we need to survive. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Commander Gorlat didn't make it, leaving me the senior officer in charge. We've scouted the landscape and found the planet to be extremely hostile. We don't dare remove our environment suits here. We're all hoping to be rescued before there's any danger of exposure. I don't know who or what is taking them, but we've now lost more than half the crew who survived the crash. We hope to build a camp here to survive until the Idena found our beacon, but something is hunting us. I have to keep the crew together the best I can. We will send in a search party when the day comes. I will find my crew, and we will do whatever it takes to return to the Idena. Okay. Intriguing. Or real life people either. Yeah, I fail at seduction in real life too. That's not inaccurate. Forza.
Quarian life signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Alright.
Ambush.
What we got? Oh, we got Vorcha.
Who's next?
Varen, not Vorcha.
Should do the trick.
Name! Who's next?
Excuse me?
9. Hostile down.
Not difficult. Killed that one. Killed that one.
Firing concussive shot.
This all this is just waves of Varen? If it is, I think so.
Hell yeah. Hostile down. And go. Hell of a shot. Who's next? Hostile down. Retreat and regroup. Go.
They've seen us.
Yeah, I kicked that thing in the face.
Coordinates received. Idena inbound for pickup. You've done us a great service. Expect to hear from the captain.
Is learn the newest TikTok dance and outdance them for 5 seconds until they submit? Oh no. It's that simple for him. Well, that was pretty simple. That Quarian is gonna be happy that we saved his life. Oh man, I don't have Kelly here to tell me I got new messages anymore. You never realize what you had until it's gone. Shepard, I received word of the attack. This feels like a direct insult from the Collectors and a sign that we've got them scared. The loss of your crew is devastating, but remember that they signed on for this mission knowing the risks. Miranda has likely argued for delaying rescue efforts until you're fully prepared to go through the Omega-4 relay. I know you're eager to leave, but rushing off would be a disservice to your crew's sacrifice. When you're ready, you'll have my full support. Get it done, Shepard. No one else can. Zata Ben's ECHA system strike abyssal. We've decrypted and analyzed the data you recovered from the relay on Tereth, and resources mined on Tereth were being sent to Zata Ben, presumably for use in the weapons manufacture. It's clear that the Blood Pack is planning a large-scale invasion. Disrupting service on Zata Ben will go a long way to delaying or preventing this invasion. MSV Corsica, last known docking. Data mining confirms that the last reported locations of the merchant's freighter MSV Corsica as the Jarahi station in the Strabo system possibly exists the clues pertaining to the anomaly that caused the massive malfunctions of mechs aboard Corsica. Okay. Data from the quarantine VI at Jarahi station indicates that a possible source of VI virus outbreak is at our facility on the planet Klapek. Coordinates have been marked. Okay, we did that. And the Cyniad. Commander Shepard, please accept my sincerest appreciation for your efforts in locating the records of the Cyniad. The ship has a storied history with both the migrant fleet and Cerberus, and we were pleased to know that her wreckage can be salvaged by my people. In finding and stabilizing Lieutenant Forzen, you have returned to the flotilla one of her newest and most honored heroes. Your efforts in furthering the Quarian search for our new homeworld will be remembered. Alright. You're saying you just grab one and swing it around, knocking many of them out? That could probably get you through like 50 of them. Yeah, but with having them submit, I could potentially create an army of 4-year-olds to help you fight other 4-year-olds. They will never submit to your dance skills. Why won't they? Just because you say so? You're older, so they only see you that way. I like this. Fun fact, Windtreak once got beat up by a 4-year-old. It punched her in the side and asked her if she was wearing a diaper, and she cried. Alright, do we have anything else in the Hades next? Geo Hoplos. Fucking hate us. Hourglass Nebula. Alright, let's head to the Hourglass Nebula. No. Jake, I would never lie to my viewers. Stop lying to them. What's the Hourglass Nebula? Is that over here? Not necessarily 100. I mean, I failed Samara's, but I'm trying to get as much story as I can for you guys, so... Faryar. I think I already did that one then. Alright. Ploitari. I'm just trying to get as many of the little quests out of the way as possible. Look at this planet. This is a tiny little one. Only known from scan data picked up by space probes, Igella is currently classified as a dwarf planet. A warm, barren rock, its thin atmosphere is composed of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Significant alumina deposits in its crust make its density and gravity very low indeed.
Probe away.
I have beat this game before, yes, but there are people in the chat who have not played it, so keep that in mind.
Anomaly detected.
Believed to be a post-garden world, Xanathu has large deposits of calcium carbonate in its sedimentary rocks, indicating it may have once had plate tectonics and even plant life. Its swirling clouds of dust and snow may have occurred more recently and blocked the sun, creating a mass extinction event. Its surface gravity is comfortable and its temperature is tolerable with no savings.
Probe away. Probe away.
As long as they don't trust her to do much. We'll see.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away.
Registered or record damaged. Nature of incident is not recorded.
Launching probe.
Assistance is requested. General distress.
I have found something.
Alliance hotspots detected. Alliance resources request that all ships keep watch for signs of the missing freighter MSV Estevanico? Lost 1 year ago in this sector. Any data recovered that sheds light on Estevanico's fate will be rewarded. Surface scans indicate the presence of a large shipwreck, soon to bear similarities to that of the Alliance merchant freighter MSV Estevanico. Structural integrity is critical, life support is damaged, but capable of sustaining a skeleton crew. Recommend extreme caution. Alright, let's hop down there and see what we can find. You've always gone through perfect run-throughs of Mass Effect? You said you're playing Andromeda again? Asane has told me that the improvements to the game make it much, much better. Are you finding the same thing? I played Andromeda when it first came out, and I didn't dislike it. I definitely felt it was weaker than the other entries, but it did have some stuff that I liked a lot more, too. What? Oh. We're on the outside of the ship. Oh, okay, I didn't want to walk over there either.
It is likely that searching the wreckage would provide information about the Estevanico's final hours. Warning: disturbing the wreck could cause it to become unbalanced and fall over the cliff's edge.
Okay. Sure. I don't actually know where I'm going. I guess that there could be the way down. I feel like Shepard's weight shouldn't have that much effect on... This is actually nerve-wracking. Right? Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's like, what the fuck? Yeah. That seems to be true for, well, okay, it doesn't seem to be true for, Dragon Age as well. I mean, that's entirely subjective. Some people really, really love, 2 and 3, and other people swear that 1 is the best for that. Where the fuck do I go? Okay. You know what? I approve. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm happy. I'm happy with that result. Just because I didn't yell timber. Timber! Man, I would have been just barely in range of it. Like, I was standing like right here. Like right on this right here when I shot it. Ah, that's hilarious. I am pleased. Of me laughing or of the timber? I should have played this hardcore. Does this game even have a hardcore mode? I asked that seriously, like... Yeah, I didn't think so. I was like, did I miss something when creating it? Because... Alright, if somebody can make a video clip of it, I will... I guess we can't climb up onto this part of the ship? He just... won't go. Alright. I'll try it. I'll try and make a sound clip for you guys. Would have been hilarious. Oh my god! If there's a hardcore mode and somebody died to the fucking loading screen thing, could you imagine how pissed they'd be? Gotta be some more loose tiles to shoot down somewhere, I think. That's where I started. The only place I can think to go would be up here, and then climb up onto this, but he's not doing it. He's... There we go. Okay, there he is. I don't know what the heck he was doing before, but he would not climb up that. You DM me clip? Okay, cool. Thank you. I will download that clip and then create a voice thing out of it. I should give a I should make a Majin Buu clip for when somebody donates to me saying Buu turn you into chocolate. Okay, that's good. I think we're gonna have a problem where I'm just gonna be randomly walking and then I'm just gonna die and be like, no explanation as to why. And that'll be my fourth nemesis. Walking. Don't think that ever happened? You think the game's too glitchless for that to happen? You know, at least they left these crates of refined iridium around for me. Oh good, stairs. Again, I don't think a couple £100 should have any effect on this, but... Alright, Grenade, here's the true question. How do you feel about The World Ends With You? Amazing how clean some of the brakes are. Me too. Sucks to be that ship. There you go, another quest in the bag. Anyway, thank you for the whispers, I appreciate it. Alright, so... Ismar Frontier was Firewalker. We can go to the Minos Wasteland. Quite a few left to check out, so... Go to the Minos Wasteland next, and we'll see what that gets us. As usual, though, we're going to save our game, because this game today has appeared... But, like, nobody's going to go around looking for all of these, so let's not test these to see if you can just fucking die randomly. Alright, we're gonna look at the rest of the planets here, though. This one is Sinulus. Space probes indicate that Sinulus is nowhere near as hostile as its neighbor Xanathu. Sinulus' hydrogen-argon atmosphere is thought to be anathema to life, but the presence of borax on the surface spawned by a boron-heavy core indicates the planet may once have had water.
Probe launched.
It's EA, dying is a feature.
Probe launched.
What did they refer to DLC as? Or, not DLC, loot boxes as? What was their term for them? Deegan. Deegan rounds out the trio of planets only scattered by a space probe in this backwater solar system. A frozen ball with significant amounts of tin in its crust. Deegan has a fractional atmosphere with trace amounts of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Strange radiation emissions have been charted coming off of Deegan, but it's unknown if these are from radioactive elements or merely a star's radiation reflected by a high albedo surface. Oh, I see some element 0, which is far more important than any of the other big spikes. Surprise mechanics. Yes, thank you, X. There are random deaths to loading screens and falling beams. There's surprise mechanics. Surprise! You get to redo this content. You normally wouldn't be able to if you didn't die. This is really a boon for you. Alright, we need to go to, where was it? The Minos Wasteland. We haven't actually been here at all. Why is it called Wasteland? Is it in Fortis? Fortis. But it is in Fortis, okay. Alright, Ver. A pressure cooker planet with a thick nitrogen-heavy atmosphere. Ver is largely ignored by galactic community. Probes have revealed a crust of nickel and scorched carbon, both of which can be found in abundance elsewhere at far lesser temperatures. Well, that means that we should explore and throw out this one here for that. Okay. Pidus. Though Pidus has a combination of features that make terraforming a possibility, the rights to the planet have been tied up in Citadel Council courts for the past 8 years. The running joke is that by the time the Council finally gives the go-ahead to colonize the planet, Pidus will have evolved life of its own. Home to comfortable temperatures and a mild atmosphere of mostly nitrogen and argon, Pidus could be habitable with the addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. Its crust is in high silicates and carbon, allowing for easy fabrication of construction materials. Smugglers, pirates, and other unregistered strikers sometimes touch down on Pidus to lay low or make repairs. Civilian travel is not advised. Hear that, X? Civilian travel? Not advised. I know how much you really wanted to go to Pidus, but now you cannot. Life is against you.
I have detected an anomaly.
Home to the famous Iron Canyons, Equitus has reddish iron oxide dust, hematite, covering much of its surface. The significant blue cobalt deposits that freckle the terrain. Terrain explorers have discovered hot springs in the polar ice caps, heated by magma in the planet's crust. In a strange combination of science and hucksterism, a small facility exports water from these springs, which is bottled and sold as having medicinal properties. The funds are then used to maintain a research station, which has discovered some fossil evidence that Equitus once harbored microscopic life based on deoxyribonucleic acids in these springs. Based on DNA.
Probe launched.
Okay.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Any significant spikes I'm gonna grab while I'm here, because I might as well, right? Grenade, what are your thoughts on doing the scanning in this one? Do you prefer it over the system they had in the first game?
Probe launched.
Status system triggered by universal distress protocol. Unregistered user or record damaged.
Launching
Status is
probe.
not known. Beacon triggered.
Something on our sensors.
Surface scans report potential alien signatures from within the mining facility. Anomalous life signs detected. Whereabouts of facility staff? Unknown. Well, how do you know these aren't the facility staffs that you're detecting? Okay, let's see. We got... Nope, too many. Still too high. Still too high. 4. Okay, we're bringing Tally. Bring Tally. Alright. Let's bring Samara. Alright, Tally, you got 2 points, so let's teach you level 2 energy drain. Okay. Samara, you have 2 points, but it's not gonna work. Alright. X, how do you feel about surprise mechanics? You know, now that I think about it, there aren't too many planets where we've, like, dealt with rain in the game before. Oh, great, husks. I hate everything. Alright, guys, can we skip this one? I don't like husks. Omega Theory! Hello everyone, welcome! We got a raid by Omega Theory. Welcome people, we are playing Mass Effect 2. We are currently in, we're just doing side quests, scanning,
They've seen us.
Oh, really looks like he's seen us. Looks like he just walked by, didn't even look in this direction. Anyway, we're just doing side quests of planets. Hello, Omega. How was your stream? What were you working on today? Fucking dead? Like, why is it still rolling? Yeah, so we're going around scanning the planets, trying to find all the side quests that are offered through the through that. Entirely optional stuff today. I originally read that as League of Legends, and I was like, that does not seem like a game you would play. But then I read it as properly. Back to Legend of Legaia. If you're reading this, get the hell out of this place now. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to ignore that order and go explore further. The shrieks within sound like Windshriek. Had a brief time you had to BRB. I wish people would tell me they're gonna come do stuff. What do you mean? Oh, well, people showing up at your house? The evil within? What are you talking about, Windtree? The shrieks within? I don't know if I would say that one.
I've heard them.
That's like a middle school saying that, middle schooler saying that she's evil. Then you find out that the husks are just having sex deep within, and that's what you're listening to right now. Husk sex. Tell me later. Alright. Still though, Omega, have you met Grenade Nuke? He's new follower of the channel. He's got some pretty excellent taste in games. He's a big fan of the Mass Effect series and Dragon Age and the like.
Ahead of us.
That hit. That was rude. I like that. Smithsman Med dug out some kind of alien machine today, like nothing I ever saw. Called up some of my contacts to find out and found out there's a market for this kind of thing. Looks like some squints over at Atlantis Risk Control are willing to part with a ton of credits to get their hands on one of these things. Far be it for me to deny them the chance to pay me. Cooper and Jorgensen say they saw that damn alien thing glowing, and hell if I'm ever going near it to prove them wrong. I don't get paid enough to expose myself to weird alien artifacts. I have to admit, though, that's an awfully pretty sound coming from the back room. Cooper, Jorgensen, and them ain't doing well. Not looking so good at myself either. They say that the machine feel better. Stay near the machine, feel better. Not sure I want to let them Atlantis folk take it. Think it should stay right here with us. Okay, so they were indoctrinated. It was probably Reaper tech?
Shepard, I detect a powerful alien signature deep within the mines. It appears the device is the source of the husks. It is likely that destroying it can stop them.
There are too many of these fuckers.
Dead.
Combat drones away. One down.
There are too many of these fucking things. God damn, I hate husks. Stuff hitting the wall.
They're all yours.
Ah, I'm getting beat!
Nothing faster than fatigue of us paws.
Jesus! There's too many! It's constant! I don't even know where my party is anymore.
Eyes up front.
Like a constant stream of them. Jesus fucking Christ! You can't get close to this fucking thing.
Combat drones ready.
Shield to fail.
There's so many. Meet new followers in a bit war. That's good. Well, that's 2. Right.